Well, hello, everybody. Guys, it's early. It's what time is it? About 10:30 in the AM. It's early, and I decided to just come on here. I'm not gonna wait for anybody to join me, but if you join me, welcome. If not, maybe you'll catch the replay. But it's still early, and I don't have usually a lot of people in the live, but we're going to persevere nevertheless. And hopefully, like I said, you guys can catch the playback. But listen, guys, I hope, and it's Saturday, and I hope your Saturday is starting out for you a-okay. I really do. I hope you guys will have a fantastic Saturday. Here in Maryland, the weather is not so bad. It's a little chilly out there, a little breezy out there, but I'm inside, so where it's nice and warm at. And I hope you guys, the weather where you are is to your liking. But like I said, it's chilly outside where I'm at here in Maryland, and I'm indoors. I don't have any plans to being out there right now. I think my daughter wants to go to the market later on today, but hopefully the weather would have kind of like chilled out a little bit. No pun intended, because it's already chilly enough out there. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to touch on this subject really quick. I was watching Ellisoul. Some of you may know who she is. She is the ex girlfriend of Zeddy Chunk Chunk, Dalvin, and that's B Love's Life's oldest son. Anyway, Ellie Souls, she did a video. It was entitled "My Toxic Traits." You guys, if you want, you can go over there and check it out. Ellie Souls, and the title of it was "My Toxic Traits." And she began to share with us, and this is what caught my attention, was she said that she was an empath. Being an empath myself, I wanted to take notice of what she had to say in that regard. So I know the first thing that she said was kind of toxic for her was she was an empath without boundaries. Now, like I just said, I'm an empath, guys, as well. But I won't do what I will not do. I won't let people bully me at all, not even family and friends. And they know what kind of person I am. They know that I'm a nice person at heart, and I'll do whatever I can to help out, family and friends. And even in my dating life, when I was dating, I was always this good person, trying to do the right things and everything. But I had limits, and they knew about those limits. They knew that there was lines that were not to be crossed because I just wasn't playing those games. I felt as though if you didn't have time to return the same energy to me, then maybe this is not what we need to be doing as far as being in a um any type of relationship. So they knew that there was a line there. They knew not to cross it, and if they did, then I'm not, you know, cussing and fussing. Maybe when I was in my 20s, I might have done that, but as time went on, I didn't have time for all of that. Life is too short. If you don't want to be in my company, or if you are in my company, and if you want to be toxic, then I knew how to back up out of that, because I just didn't have time, guys. I didn't have time for the foolishness. If you want to play games, then you didn't come to the right place when you sought me out. because I just wasn't that kind of girl. And I'm still, as a woman today of a particular age, I'm not that kind of girl. Um, I'm not into, you know, going back and forth with a bunch of nonsense. Again, life is just too short in my mind. And I'm a good person, and they knew not to try me as far as boundaries goes. I let them know don't underestimate me because I will cut you off all at the same time trying to pray for you because something wrong there. Something's definitely not right. And I will pray for you. Just long as you know that bullying thing and trying to cross boundaries, that wasn't going to work. It wasn't looking good for you, not as far as I'm concerned. So Ellie talked about again being an empath without boundaries. Like she would let people do whatever. See, that's where her and I differed. And we're all different human beings. We're all different people. I get it. But this empath over here, I will go so far with you. But if, like I said, if I see you trying to do shiesty stuff or take advantage or you're, um, you know, treating my kindness with a bunch of foolishness, trying to take advantage of my kindness, I let you know. Listen, I see you. You probably think you got the wool over my eyes, but I see you. I'm not feeling it. And it's time for us to do something different. So if you want to stay here, you can stay here, but I'm out. That was just the way I rolled. And that's the way I rolled today. I don't have time. And especially not today, guys, because I'm a woman of a particular age. I tell people, listen, I have more time behind me then I don't know what I have in front of me. None of us know that day and hour Almighty going to call us home. So for that reason alone, being this lady of a particular age, I don't have time for the madness, the shenanigans, or none of that. I will be a good person if you allow me to be that good person. But if you think you come in my way with a bunch of nonsense, I don't have time for that. Another thing Ellie pointed out that was a toxic trait of hers was that she wasn't the bigger person. She wasn't the bigger person. And there I can remember when I was younger feeling that same type of way because I cut you off if I even looked back. I cut you off if I felt like you was, flying funny or you was like trying to, if I got that inkling that, something just quite wasn't right and you trying it, I cut you off. I didn't have time for it. But she said she wasn't the bigger person and that she was going to have to get her lick back, meaning if somebody did something to her, that she was going to get her lick back. She wasn't going to be satisfied until she got more than her lick back, guys, which is what some people do, to make themselves feel like, hey, you damaged me, now I got to damage you right back. Um, I'm not in that space anymore in this stage of my life. Maybe when I was younger, I needed to get my lick back. Not maybe, but I did. I needed to get my lick back. Because if you hurt me, it was a tick for attack. You hurt me, I was going to get you some kind of way. Because my famous, I had a saying, guys, and I probably got it from being around older people when I was younger. Um, I think it was my father's girlfriend, one of his girlfriends, and she said, if you play P, you're gonna get F. So y'all can come up with whatever adjectives y'all want. But if you play P, is what she said. If you play P, you're gonna get F. And that was my stance back then. But getting a lick back today for me, listen, I don't have time for that either. because I refuse to sink to the toxic people's levels. I just refuse to sink to their levels. I'll simply say, what's on my mind and let the chips fall where they may. And I'm not a person who necessarily want a lick back these days because some folks are just so messed up, guys. And I sometimes feel sorry for them because they're so messed up. They don't know if they're coming or they're going. Something that happened in their life done screwed them up royally, and they figure they're gonna go and find some victims to bump their head. You know, I feel sorry for them. I really feel sorry for some people because they don't know what they don't know. Even Jesus asked the Creator, our Father, when they were trying to kill him, when they were trying to hang him up on a cross. He asked them to forgive. He said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And that's how I feel like sometimes people out here are just so messed up. And I'm not sure where it stemmed from. Some probably come from childhood trauma and things of that nature, but some people are just so screwed up. Um, it's sad. It really is sad. But at the same time, guys, I must admit, I will help them understand when you do something bad to me, just know that karma is a real thing. Ellie also talked about, her having an ego that would not allow her to just sit back. And I get it. She's still young. She's still, I believe she's in her 30s, early 30s, or middle 30s, or mid 30s, or something to that effect. I'm not quite sure, but she's still kind of young. And she said that her ego was not going to let her not seek the revenge. That she said also that she won't stop until she's satisfied. Like if somebody did something to her, she needs to get her lick back and then some. But my thing to that is that really what does that really get us, In my mind, guys, I feel as though Almighty, our Creator, is the best of planners, guys. And no one can get the best results as our Creator can. I mean, because when He do it, I mean, I'm living proof of that. When somebody has done things to me in the past, not when I was real young, but now that I'm, an older person, somebody had done something to me in the past, and I didn't want to go tick for tack. I say, well, Lord, you see what's going on. And the next thing I know, let's say a coworker just being mean for no reason, being mean for no reason to me, just because they don't like the size of person I am, or they don't like the color of my hair, or whatever, because people come up with the strangest things of why they just don't want to be bothered with people. And they just decide they just don't like you, and they're going to try to make your life a living hell. So I say, well, Father, you sit high, you see low, you see what's going on, you see how these people are behaving. you know Next thing I know, either they done quit the job or they done got fired. I'm like, well, thank you, Father, because that was, easy breezy. That was easy breezy. I didn't even have to lift a finger because he dealt with my lightweight. So that's all I'm saying. Ellie, if you should listen to this live, is that we don't necessarily have to get that lick back because God being the best of planners, and it's all about justice. The people that's done you wrong in your life, oh, they will get that karma that they so richly deserve. And hopefully it will make them a better person. I know anytime in my life when I was younger and I did something, let's say I laughed at somebody when they tripped or something like that. I I can't tell you guys how I'm telling you as time went on and I'm living my life and I'm living my life. Almighty had a way. I'm telling you, he has a sense of humor. He has a way of opening our eyes, guys. So I'm laughing at people who's tripping and falling. A week later, maybe not even that long, 2 days later, guess where I'm picking myself up from, guys? I'm picking myself up from a fall. And I didn't see anything that could have made me fall. You know how sometimes you trip and you look back, you try to see what it was you might have tripped over, and there's nothing really there. But I knew what that was. That was karma. That was karma coming back my way for what I put out in the universe a week earlier, you know. So I feel as though, all we have to do is because God sits high and he looks low. And he's seeing everything that's happening. He don't miss a beat. He do not miss a beat. The Father knows all. So if there's people out here in this world and they're being toxic towards you, you almost feel sorry for them. Like you have to pray. And the word tells us to pray for those people because they're about to get retribution. And they don't even know it's coming. They don't even see it's coming. But it's coming. And that's the sad part, that they're not even aware that, that thing that they did a few days earlier or prior, they're going to have to give an account for that. So what we have to do, because the Bible tells us, listen, you got to pray for these people because they know not what they do. They hung Jesus and he prayed for them. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. People are just so, I don't know, so many people that's been traumatized. I don't know where it comes from, their childhood. Something happened in a teenage year. I don't know, when they was young adults, things could have happened, transpired in their life, and then they want to just, they walk around in life feeling hurt, abused, and misused, and they want to push that off onto other people because they want to get rid of it off of them, not realizing by what they're doing, that's not going to make their pain go away. You got to do whatever work you got to do to get that pain up off of you. You can't just go about your business dispersing pain thinking that that's going to relieve you of your pain. Doesn't work like that. And that's all I want, Ellie to understand, because she says that she will not give up getting her lick back. Ellisoul said she will not give up because she will go above and beyond getting revenge on the person that hurted her. But I want to know, when does it stop? And I really am interested in knowing, after you've done so much to get that lick back, what did it really alleviate in you? What did it really alleviate? Did it really take what had happened to you away? Did it make you feel like you were the bigger person? What did it alleviate in you? And I would have to say, drawing back from my past, it alleviated nothing. Whenever I tried to do that, because I don't do that these days, but when I was younger, I could see myself going full throttle, trying to get my lick back. But it didn't make me feel all that much better in the end. I was still a wounded soul. I still felt what I was feeling. So in the end, what does that get? So when you're around toxic people, the only thing that we can do, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, is just remove yourself. Pray for those people, because apparently something has taken place within those people that caused them to behave like that. Now, listen, and it's just some people come to the planet that way, and it ain't enough praying you can do for them. I don't care how much praying you try to do for them. Some people just born like, because we are spiritual beings, and there's a lot of good spirits here, and there's a lot of not so good spirits here. I'm just trying to keep it 100, guys. I'm just trying to keep it real here. I don't want to spook nobody out, but there are good beings among us, spiritual beings, as well as not so good. So that's why I say some are just born here. Some just come to this realm, this earth realm, seeking who they can devour. So we gotta kind of pray for discernment and just get away from those people as quickly as we possibly can, because they're here for nothing good. So I don't know what this thing did for Ellie. I would be very interested in knowing how she's feeling today after getting her lick back. And welcome to everybody who's joined the live. I see it's a few people here. Welcome. I'm talking about Ellisoul doing a video that she entitled My Toxic Traits, if you want to go and check it out. But yeah, her toxic traits is what she was talking about. One being that she was an empath without boundaries. And then the other one was that she was not the bigger person. That's one of her toxic traits. She was not the bigger person, that she wanted her lick back. And she wouldn't stop until, she was satisfied that, she got that lick and then some. But Ellie had made a comment also. She said that she was referring to the Bible. She said that we weren't in the Bible. Meaning, I guess the people that's living today are not in the Bible. I get what she's saying. But what I would say to that, Ellie, is, yeah, we're not in the Bible, but my dear sweet Ellie, lessons are. Lessons are very much so in that Bible. And we can definitely learn from the stories of the old. Because there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. The same things that's happening now here on earth are the things that happened way back when. Again, keeping in mind that we're spiritual beings. So a lot of us has been here before. I don't want to spook anybody out, but there's nothing new under the sun. So there are things to be learned. I know a lot of people say, well, the Bible is of, oh yeah, but again, nothing new under the sun. The same things is happening today on this place we call Earth are things that happened years and years and so many years ago. Guys, I don't want to belabor this point. I just wanted to come and just give my little 3 cents or my 2.5 cents or whatever it was. I'm going to go ahead on and say thank you guys for joining. I see I had a few people in. People were coming and going, and all are welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I just want you guys to know that just because people are acting ugly doesn't mean that we necessarily have to act ugly, you know. Again, what I like to do is I'll go somewhere and I'll pray for the person, get away from them, pray for them, and before I know it, they're out of my life for good, for forever. I shared with you guys a few minutes ago how um, ex co-workers came and went on my job. I've been on my job for over 20 years, and people come through and they want to be mean for no reason and just decide that, oh, you don't look the part, so I'm not going to like you. And while I'm not liking you, I'm going to just, make your life a living hell. I say the devil is a liar. I call foul on all of that. I say, Lord, I ain't doing nothing. I'm sitting here trying to do my job, and here come this demon or these demons wanting to mess with me for what? Because they decided they don't like the length of my hair, the color of my hair. They don't like the size. They don't like the clothes I wear, and they want to come and just wreak havoc in my life. I think not. The devil is a liar, and the truth ain't nowhere to be found in them. And like I said, Almighty sits high and he looks low and he sees all this mess. And the next thing I know, either those co-workers, they done quit, resigned, which is the same mess, or they done got fired, or got a new job somewhere else. All I know is that God done removed that mountain from me, and I'm grateful for it. I don't have to lift a finger. I sit back and I listen, let the Lord fight my battle. I just stay away from toxic people. Once you get the inkling that these people ain't good for you, they not here for you, they coming from a different realm or they just want to be messy, just get away. Just get away. Just remove yourself. You don't have to stay stuck in that situation. Just get as far away from it as you possibly can and live your life. And so, guys, again, I just wanted to come and just speak my little 3 cents on that, or 2.5 cents, or whatever. And thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you. Don't forget, guys, to check out my channel, and for those who haven't already subscribed, and subscribe, and and you'll be so very welcome. You're welcome here. And listen, I love you with that God's love. At least I'm trying to. Some people don't make it easy for you to, but you just gotta keep on loving because you ain't gotta like them. God ain't said nothing about liking them, but He said you gotta love them. So I keep trying to do the love thing. We're praying for them because God, truth be told, we all need some prayer. We all need. We just all need prayer because we are just among a lot of things that's not quite right here on this planet, but we do the best we can, guys. And with Almighty on your side, you will do more than that. You will do more than that. You will soar like the eagles. You will be just fine. With Almighty on your side, you cannot go wrong. And I'm a living testament to that. You can't go wrong. I mean, I done went through some things with my health. I done went through jobs. I done went through all kinds of family. With God on your side, you cannot go wrong. I don't care what nobody else try to say to me. That's my stance, and I'm sticking to it. I know where my help come from, and I know you know where yours come from as well. So that being said, guys, I'm going to bid you all a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And again, thank you so very much for coming in. And I'm going to say almighty peace and blessings to you guys. Y'all, I love you guys. Y'all take care of yourselves. Until the next time we meet, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.